What's up, y'all? Let's get straight into it. I got a story I bet you hadn't heard. Did you know the mass shooter that killed majority black women in Buffalo, New York, has pled guilty to all of those murders, so I guess he can avoid a lengthy trial. They say a lot of the family is relieved. They didn't want to relive that pain through a long, lengthy trial. So the plea bargain I believe he's made is life in prison without parole. You gotta ask yourself, this is good news. We're talking about the state of New York. There's no death penalty in New York. He was never getting the death penalty in New York. Yes, he has been charged with federal hate crimes, and I believe he should get the death penalty. But right now there's a moratorium on the death penalty, so they're not even executing people, even on a federal level. So ultimately, will he get his justice from the federal government? I guess the verdict is out, but I really would love to see him get the death penalty and they end up a moratorium on the death penalty just for him, to get him up out of here. But we just have to wait and see. But for right now, for those poor families that lost their loved ones in Buffalo, New York, I'm so glad y'all have gotten the justice that you could get in this situation. Again, New York does not have the death penalty. So that man was not going to be put to death for that. So at this point, we're just going to have to wait and see if the feds is going to knock his ass off, because they need to. And this story right here, it shows you Tupac was always right. They do not give a fuck about us. You didn't see this story in the news. The man who slaughtered innocent black people, majority of them women, in Buffalo, New York, the major news outlets barely even covered it. I haven't seen anyone cover this story on social media, on YouTube, or anywhere. I don't give a damn what the other folks do. But when it comes to the Black P.O.E, I'm gonna keep up with our people, what's going on with our people, inform our people, especially about good news like this. Because he gonna get his one way or another. But the same talking, man, how many times I gotta tell y'all, all we got is God and ourselves. And this is something else I was thinking about. You gotta protect your women, protect your children, be on guard. And I was thinking about that situation, if somebody had a gun, they could have returned fire and killed that man when he was gunning down those innocent people. But who's gonna have a gun? There's no guns allowed in the state of New York. What can you do? We're in some very, very troubling times. Stay on your due guard, ladies and gentlemen. I see too many people to this day still out and about with their heads buried in the phone, especially in the grocery store. Get your head out of the damn phone and scan your lane. Watch your sector and make sure ain't no damn fool coming through the front door with an AK-47 trying to kill everybody, or AR-15 or whatever weapon of mass destruction they want to use. Now, I believe in the right to bear arms, Second Amendment. I'm a firm believer in the Second Amendment. But you talk to a veteran, I know what assault rifle does. I know what M16 does. I know what AR-15 does. That is for putting down multiple targets very quickly, very swiftly in a wartime situation. There's a military combat weapons. I'm not gonna get into politics, should assault weapons be banned or not, because my personal opinion is, it's so many of those damn weapons being made now, you can ban it all you want to. It'll take you 1,000 years to get those weapons out of people's hands. You understand? And that's not gonna stop the killing. You can outlaw guns all you want to. These sick fuckers just gonna get big ass knives and start stabbing people and killing people. Then they start blowing stuff up. Or the ones who need to have a weapon, they gonna follow law, ain't gonna have one. But the criminals, And idiots like this fool, like this demon, and when they killed them people, they gonna find a weapon regardless. I keep telling y'all, man, something is coming. A major correction is coming. It might have some inklings of man involved in it, but our correction is gonna be on a spiritual level, bro. Real talk. And you really need to be prepared for that. And do some house cleaning on your own. And make sure you're right. Because the way things are going, the way black life has been devalued, you don't know what the hell is going to happen. That's why I had to keep my promise and keep you updated on this story. But again, I doubt it very seriously you heard anything about that demon pleading guilty to killing the people in Buffalo. Because the news didn't give a damn. Social media didn't give a damn. But the Black P.O.E does. Thank you for tuning in. God bless one team, and God bless the families of the victims of the Buffalo shooting.